Today we will start our class with a thought. Do good for others, it will come back in unexpected ways. Help others without expecting anything, and it will come back to you in unexpected way. Now let's enter to the class. We have saw till this paragraph in our previous video. Akshana and his wife were conversing in the jail. After that, so you too suspect means mistrust. So you too suspect me, said Akshanav, and hiding his face in his hands, he began to weep. Then a soldier came to say that the wife and children must go away, and Akshanav said goodbye to his family for the last time. In previous paragraph, Akshanav's wife asking to tell me the truth. So Akshanav said, "You too mistrust me," he said to his wife, and hiding his face with his hands and started crying because his wife also mistrusts Akshanav. Then one soldier came inside and he said, Akshanav's wife and his children now must want to go away because visiting time is over. So Akshanav said goodbye to his family for the last time. When they were gone, Akshanav recalled what had been said, and when he remembered that his wife also had suspected him, he said to himself, "It seems that only God can know the truth. It is to Him alone we must appeal, and from Him alone expect mercy." Now they went away. After that, Akshanav remembering the conversation between him and his wife, and he thought that his wife also mistrusted him. Now Akshanav speaking to himself, God only knows the truth, and I should expect mercy only from God. He is speaking to himself. And he wrote, and Akshanav wrote, no more petitions, gave up all hope, and only prayed to God. Now he had stopped writing petitions to Tsar, but he had hope on God. So Akshanav prayed to God. Prayer is the strongest weapon, isn't it? So Akshanav often prayed to God. Akshanav was condemned to be flogged. Flogged means beaten with a stick as a punishment and sent to the mines. So he was flogged with a knot. And when the wounds means injury, made by the knot were healed, he was driven to Siberia with other convicts. Convicts means prisoners or inmates is called convicts. Now he was beaten by the soldiers, and Akshanav they want to send Akshanav to the mines. So Akshanav was beaten by the soldiers with a knot, and now he was wounded. He was injured. After he healed from the injuries, he sent to the Siberia with other inmates, other prisoners. For 26 years, Akshanav lived as a convict in Siberia. Convict means prisoner. His hair turned white as snow, and his beard grew long, thin and grey. All his mirth went. Mirth means cheerfulness or laughter is called mirth. He stooped. Stooped means a person having the head and shoulders habitually bend forwards. In Tamil, கூன் விழுந்திருக்குன்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, அதான் stooped. He walked slowly, spoke little, and never laughed. but he often prayed. So he lived 26 years as a prisoner in Siberia, and now his hair turned white like a snow, and his beard grew long. His beard looked long, thin, and grey, and his happiness went away from him. He looks a soldier bent forward man. He looked stooped, and now he walked slowly and spoke little, and he never laughed, but he will often pray to God. In prison, Akshinov learned to make boots. Boots means shoe, and earned a little money with which he bought the Lives of Saints. The Lives of Saints is a book. He read this book when there was a light enough in the prison, and on Sundays in the prison church he read the lessons and sang in the choir, for his voice was still good. Choir means a group of singers who sing in the church. In prison, he learned to make boots, he learned to make shoes, and he earned money from that. So he bought the book The Lives of Saints. And Akshinov read the Lives of the Saints book in daytime in the prison. And every Sunday he went to the prison church and he sang a song with choir singers, and still now his voice was good. The prison authorities liked Akshinov for his meekness, and his fellow prisoners respected him. Authorities means higher officers in the prison. Meekness means gentleness or kindness is called meekness. They called him grandfather and the saint. Saint means monk or priest. When they wanted to petition the prison authorities about anything, they always made Akshinov their spokesman. Spokesman means a person who makes statements on behalf of a group or individual. And when there were quarrels means high-pitched argument is called quarrels. Among the prisoners, they came to him to put things right and to judge the matter. So all the higher officers liked Akshinov because of his gentle manner, and all the inmates also respect him, and they will call him as a grandfather or the saint. In the inmates, Akshinov is a chief. Akshinov was a spokesman there, and if there happened a quarrel, they came to Akshinov to judge the matter. No news reached Akshinov from his home, and he did not even know if his wife and children were still alive. After he said bye to his family, after that he don't know any news about his family. Even he don't know his wife and children were alive or not. One day a fresh gang of convicts came to the prison. In the evening, the old prisoners collected round the new ones and asked them what towns or villages they came from and what they were sentenced for. Among the rest, Akshinov sat down near the newcomers and listened with downcast ear to what was said. One day, on the evening time, new prisoners came into the prison. So old prisoners and new prisoners are conversing, like which place you are coming from and what is the reason to be a prisoner. And Akshinov also sat there and listening to the conversation. One of the new convicts, a tall, strong man of 60, with a closely cropped grey beard, was telling the other what he had been arrested for. There, one new prisoner. He looks strong and tall, and he was a 60 years old man, and his beard was closely cropped grey in color. And he is telling the reason why he had been arrested. Well, friends, he said, I only took a horse that was tied to a sledge. Sledge means by horses for transportations on snow. It's a vehicle like trico. This is the image of sledge. We can travel sledge only on snow. And I was arrested, accused of stealing. Stealing means robbing something. I said I had not taken it to get home quicker and had then let it go. Besides, the driver was a personal friend of mine, so I said it's all right. No, said they, you stole it, but how or where I stole it they could not say. I once really did something wrong and ought by rights to have come here long ago, but the time I was not found out. Now I have been sent here for nothing at all. Yeah, but it's lies I am telling you. I have been to Siberia before, but I did not stay long. Now he is saying the story to the inmates. Now he is saying the flashback to the inmates. I had stolen a horse which was tied in the sledge. I took that horses to go home quickly, and the driver of the sledge is my friend. So I took that horses. So this is right. I told to the officers, but they didn't accept my reason. And he said, once upon a time I came here by my mistake. I did wrong, but the officers didn't found out me. But now I am telling the truth, and this time I did nothing, but I am here as a prisoner. He said to the inmates. Where are you from? asked someone. One inmate asking to this person, where are you from? From Lanmere. My family are of that town. My name is Makar, and they also call me Semyonich. And he say, I am from Lanmere, and my family members are in the town Lanmere, and my name is Makar. They will call me as Semyonich. Akshinav raised his head and said, Tell me, Semyonich, do you know anything of the merchants Akshinav of Lanmere? Are they still alive? Now Akshinav raising his head because he is from Lanmere. So he asked question to Makar. Tell me, Makar, do you know the merchant Akshinav? Still are they alive? Asked to Makar. Know them, of course I do. The Akshinovs are rich, though their father is in Siberia, a sinner like ourselves. It seems. As for you, Granddad, how did you come here? So Makar said, Yes, I know him very well. He is a rich person, and his father also sinner like us. And he asked to Akshinav, How did you come here? Akshinav did not like to speak of his misfortune. Misfortune means bad luck or bad incident. He only sighed. Sighed means taking a deep breath and said, For my sins I have been in prison these 26 years. So Akshinav not like to speak about his past. So he took a deep breath and he said, "For my sin, I have been in the prison for 26 years," he said to Makar. "What sins?" asked Makar Semyonich. Now Semyonich asked to Akshino, "What sins?" But Akshino only said, well, I must have deserved it." He would have said no more, but his companions told the newcomers how Akshino came to be in Siberia, how someone had killed the merchant and had put the knife among Akshino's things, and Akshino had been unjustly condemned. So Makar asked a question to Akshino, and Akshino said, "Leave it, I must have deserved it." He didn't say his past, but his inmate friends said the truth to Makar. He was arrested by killing a merchant, but he didn't did that. But the real murderer put a blood-stained knife to his Akshino's bag. So the officers confirmed Akshino was a murderer. When Makar Semyonich heard this, he looked at Akshino, slapped his own knee, and exclaimed, "Well, this is wonderful, really wonderful. But how old you have grown, Granddad." After the news heard by Semyonich, he beating his knee with his hands, and suddenly he cried. Exclaimed means cry out suddenly in surprise or a pain. And he said, "Unbelievable, you look old, Granddad," he said to Akshino. The others asked him why he was so surprised and where he had seen Akshino before, but Makar Semyonich did not reply. He only said, "It's wonderful that we should meet here, lads." So the other inmates asked to Makar, "Why this news is so surprised to you?" But Semyonich didn't reply to that question. He said, "We should meet here, lads." Lads means small boy or young man is called lads. These words made Akshino wonder whether this man knew who had killed the merchant. So he said, "Perhaps, Semyonich, you have heard of that affair, or maybe you have seen me before." Now Akshino was surprised because of Makar's words, and he thought this man definitely knows the real killer. He thought himself, and he asked Akshino, "And have you seen ever before me?" Akshino asked to Semyonich. How could I help hearing the words full of rumors? Rumors means fake news. But it's a long time ago. I have forgotten what I heard. Now Makar said, "How can I help you? The world is filled with rumors. And that incident happened a long years ago, so I just forgot everything what I heard." Makar said to Akshino, "Perhaps you hear who killed the merchant?" asked Akshino. And now Akshino said, "You could hear who is the real killer." Makar Semyonich laughed and replied, "It must have been him in whose bag the knife was found. If someone else hid the knife there, he is not a thief till he is caught, as the saying is. How could anyone put a knife into your bag while it was under your head? It could surely have woke you up." Now Semyonich laughed and replying, "The real killer is not a convict till he found out by the police officers." And he said, how could the killer put a knife into your bag? Because it's your control. and this incident should happen to woke you up. Makar replied to Akshino. When Akshino heard these words, he felt sure this was the man who had killed the merchant. He rose and went away. All that night Akshino lay awake. After Akshino heard the words of Makar, he confirmed he is a real murderer. And he went away from that place after he put a knife into my bag. And on that night, Akshino didn't sleep. He awake